We've now entered a new year, and I have some specific credit cards that I'm going to be using for my 2024 travel plans. I have some credit card strategies that I'm going to be using in 2024 to earn the most amount of points possible, extend my 524 window to get Chase cards like the Chase World of Hyatt and Marriott Bonvoy Boundless, and I'll potentially add some endgame setup type of cards like the Hilton Aspire and American Express Platinum in 2024 as well. So I'm going to discuss all of that in one video because in this video, I'm going to go over my credit card strategy for 2024. Real quick before we hop into the video, if you do enjoy videos just like this one, then do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button because it's a free and easy way to help support the channel. With that, let's kick off this video by discussing the credit cards that I'm going to be using for my 2024 travel plans. To start, myself and my wife Lucia are going to Panama and Colombia in just a couple weeks now, and I'm super excited for that. And there's a couple credit cards that we're going to be utilizing in order to make that happen. So last year, I transferred Chase points over to Aeroplan with a 25% transfer bonus. And the reason that I did that is because I'm going to use those Aeroplan points to book business class flights on United. But the first thing that I'm going to do before I even book those business class flights is Lucia and I are going to book round trip flights from Seattle to Houston using $400 Alaska flight certificates that we both have, because Houston has some great award availability for business class flights to Panama City. And at the Houston airport, they have a United Polaris lounge that you're able to go to if you book business class flights on either United or one of their Star Alliance partners, such as Copa Airlines. Lucia also transferred points from Chase over to Aeroplan with that 25% transfer bonus. And so we're going to use her points to book economy flights on the way back from Colombia to Houston. And I will have a full breakdown on the exact redemptions that I made and the value that I got from those redemptions in the next month or so. So make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on that redemption video. In terms of our hotel stays for this trip, the schedule for our Panama and Colombia trip is to stay 3 nights in Panama City, 3 nights in Medellin, and then 2 nights in Bogota. Sprinkled in there will be a couple other smaller hotel stays, such as staying the night in Houston before we go out on our trip, and then potentially needing to stay at a hotel for an overnight layover or something like that. So I'll either use Hilton points or our $50 hotel credit for our Sapphire Preferred for those days. But despite the fact that we will require a hotel for probably 9 to 10 nights during the duration of this trip, the plan is to not use any cash and use points for all of those stays. I was able to get 3 free night awards worth up to 50,000 points each from the welcome bonus on the Marriott Bonvoy Business. So the plan is to use those Marriott free night awards for the 3 nights in Medellin. And then I still do have a high balance of Hilton honors points sitting at over 600,000. So I plan to use those Hilton honors points to book a hotel stay for 3 nights at the Hilton Panama City, and then for 2 nights in Bogota. In addition to the trip that Lucia and I are taking to Panama and Colombia, another confirmed trip that we have so far in 2024 is that we are going with my family to Kauai in June. So I'll be using my Alaska companion fare that I get on my Alaska card every single year for those flights as well. But those are my travel plans. Now in terms of my specific credit card plans for 2024, I'm still focused on elevated welcome bonuses that align with my spending. So right now I am focused on hitting the spend requirement for the welcome bonus on the Chase Ink Unlimited. And by the way, my link to the Chase Ink Unlimited and all the other credit cards that I'm going to be discussing are down in the description of this video if you want to learn more and help support the channel. But even in 2024, I'm still taking the entire 3 to 4 months or whatever I'm given to hit the spend requirement on a particular welcome bonus. And then once I hit that spend requirement and get that welcome bonus, I barely have any time to put any spend on my core credit card setup, as I'm pretty much just moving on to the next welcome bonus opportunity, since doing so is going to give me the highest return on spend. So one specific goal that I have in terms of my credit card strategy for 2024 is going to be to extend my window in terms of getting Chase credit cards by staying under 524. I finally was able to get the Chase Ink Unlimited, but that was after over a year of being ineligible to get any Chase credit cards because I was stuck in Chase jail. This was definitely painful because there are still a lot of Chase credit cards that I want, and I missed out on multiple elevated welcome bonus opportunities because I simply had no ability to get approved for any Chase credit cards. So how am I going to accomplish this goal of extending my window to get Chase credit cards? Well, I'm going to continue to prioritize business credit cards as my Chase 524 tally continues to dip under 5. And some of those business credit cards that are definitely in my plans as potential options for 2024 are going to be the Chase Ink Cash, which just like the Ink Unlimited has a $0 annual fee, so 0 downside. And then the Ink cards always have really strong welcome bonuses, but I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes open for those elevated offers to maximize the points that I'm able to get. Additionally, another option for a business business credit card that I would consider would be the IHG Premier Business, because I honestly think this card is super underrated as it does have a $99 annual fee, but then you'll get automatic IHG Platinum Elite status, and most importantly, an anniversary free night award, which is going to give you more value than the annual fee every year, making the IHG Premier Business an option as a keeper card. After prioritizing some of those business credit cards and getting my 524 status to 3 or maybe even 224, well, this is going to be when I strike and get all of those personal Chase credit cards that I've been wanting to get. Specifically, a lot of the personal Chase credit cards that I want to get are hotel cards, namely the Chase World of Hyatt, Marriott Bonvoy Boundless, and IHG Premier. The main reason for that is because the core benefit on each of those cards is to get a free night award on your account anniversary automatically every single year. So all of those cards would be considered keeper cards, since all I need to do is simply use that one singular benefit for one night to get more value than the annual fee every single year. Since I'm on team travel, I think this is definitely possible, and I think I can definitely maximize those free night awards, so all of those hotel cards really make sense. Now, if we get into my two-player setup with Lucia for 2024, there are a couple of different credit cards that she has that I do not have that we'll be utilizing for different purposes in 2024. First, most importantly, she has the Bilt MasterCard, which allows us to earn a significant amount of Bilt points since we use that card to pay our rent. And then Bilt points actually do have a significant amount of travel upside since they have some fantastic travel partners, which include high-value international airlines and hotel partners like Hyatt. We'll be utilizing Lucia's City Custom Cash as our dedicated gas station card to get 5x back on all gas station purchases. And then we also use Lucia's Capital One Saver One to get an Uber One membership, which saves us money on service and delivery fees and stacks really well with the Uber credit on the American Express Gold. We will also most likely downgrade Lucia's Chase Sapphire Preferred to a Chase Freedom since we both have that card. So it makes sense that just one of us needs the Chase Sapphire Preferred for the travel upside, then the other card is converted into a no annual fee option. And then since we are on the topic of downgrade options, both Lucia and I downgraded our Hilton Surpass cards to the regular Hilton Honors cards. However, I am most likely going to be taking advantage of an upgrade offer this month in order to upgrade my Hilton Honors card back to the Hilton Surpass card, since I was targeted for a 50,000 point upgrade offer. And so I will be making a full video going through that live upgrade offer application. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see that full video in the future. But now, if we get into some of the credit cards that are in my end game setup that I could potentially add this year, part of the reason that Lucia and I are both going to be downgrading our Hilton Surpass cards is because one card that I've had my eyes on for a really long time that I want to add to my end game setup is the Hilton Aspire. I think the Hilton Aspire is the most valuable hotel credit card, just one of the best credit cards on the market overall. And so the reason that there would be no purpose in me having the Hilton Surpass is because the Hilton Aspire would give me automatic Hilton Diamond status, which is better than the automatic Hilton Gold status on the Hilton Surpass. Plus, there are a bunch of different benefits on the Hilton Aspire, as you'll also get a completely uncapped free night award that you can use at pretty much any Hilton properties every single year, a $400 Hilton Resort credit, and a $200 flight credit. But with that said, I probably won't get the Hilton Aspire as soon as 2024 just due to my travel preferences this year. However, one credit card that I want to add to my endgame setup that I will most likely add this year in 2024 is the American Express Platinum. I'm someone who's on team travel, and anyone else that's on team travel knows that the American Express Platinum is one of the best credit cards that they can possibly get. And I know that the American Express Platinum, being somewhat of a coupon book with all the different credits that you have to utilize and manage, can be pretty annoying. But I do think that I'll basically be able to cancel out the $695 annual fee by some of the different credits that I think I'll be able to maximize, because I think I'd get close to the full value out of the $200 hotel credit, $240 digital entertainment credit, $200 airline fee credit, and $200 Uber credit. But the key reason that I want to add the American Express Platinum as soon as possible, and hopefully this year in 2024, is not necessarily because of the credits, but instead because of the lounge access. Basically, I live in the Seattle area, and the SeaTac airport has a Centurion lounge. So I always see people going into the Centurion lounge, getting all those free food and free drinks, while I'm out here in the airport spending money on food, and airport food is expensive. Since I typically fly out of the Seattle area about 5 to 6 times per year, and I would love to fly and travel even more if I can, I think having access to the Centurion lounge via the American Express Platinum could give me upwards of $200 in value. And when I do get the American Express Platinum, I plan to pay the additional $195 in order to add Lucia as an authorized user as well, so that she can go to those Centurion lounges with me and we'll get more value than the authorized user fee solely based on lounge access alone. Essentially, as long as I'm still in the Seattle area and so that I know that I can go to a Centurion lounge every single time that I fly, then I think that there's a very strong possibility that I'll add the Amex Platinum sometime in 2024. But in addition to the travel plans that I have with Lucia to Panama and Colombia in a couple weeks, and the trip that I have planned with my family to Kauai in June, I absolutely love travel and I think it's one of the best things that you can possibly do for your personal growth. So I will probably have another travel redemption to talk about for a trip that I'm hoping to take in the second half of 2024 as well. All in all, I'm sure my credit card strategy and credit card roadmap will change a considerable amount throughout the year, but I always love strategizing on what my current credit card plans are, and I hope doing so was able to provide you all with a little bit of clarity on how you can create your own credit card strategy as well. Also, if you did enjoy this video, you'll probably enjoy this one where I go over the best travel credit cards for 2024. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Happy New Year, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.